Hello everyone and welcome to the NASCAR Heat 5 Clint Bowyer season mode. As you can tell, I kind of moved the setup of recording around a little bit. Something special is going on that side of the wall, so I'm going to just show this side. Kind of looks like a old Toys R Us though back here with all the die cast and stuff hung up. Anyway, on to race number 18 of the NASCAR Heat 5 Clint Bowyer season mode at Pocono. Absolute least favorite track. But then guess what? The Pocono race after this, and I'm not putting both Pocono races in one part. It's too much for me. Anyway, 8 wins on the season after 17 races. I've got a ginormous point lead above Martin Truex Jr. Ryan Newman currently runs third in points. As you can tell, we've had some ridiculous winners so far this season. Lots of upsets. But because of those upset winners, Matt Kenseth is now into the playoffs with Denny Hamlin being on the outside looking in. Also notables being on the outside, Chase Elliott. He's so far out he needs a win to even make it in. And Jimmy Johnson being 66 points out as well. So anyway, let's get on to my worst nightmare. Pocono Raceway for race 1 of 2 at Pocono in a row. So you know what? I have an idea for fixing the Pocono doubleheader weekend. So, number 1, put lights in. Obviously that would cost a boatload of money, but Pocono needs it. Number 2, give the field an option to run rain tires, because they'll also need it. They also need defrosters. And somehow they need to have like a circular track around the track to build the vortex to dissipate the fog that sometimes rolls in and makes it look like an Alfred Hitchcock movie. And finally, combine both races into one ginormous 675-mile endurance race. And then you have a true spectacle at Pocono. So anyway, lap number 1. Right now I'm just using the default setup. No tape tricks either. I probably should have went very far up on the tape to get the thing to handle right. Try to get all the way down to the bottom. Hope that the car corners. And, you know, again, the big problem with this game, as I've been saying this whole playthrough, is the AIs can wrap the bottom. It's really bad at this track in turn 1. Not so much elsewhere. You'd think it'd be worse in turn number 3. Tunnel turn's actually not bad for the player because the player can run the apron. The AIs don't try that. If they did try it, however, they would be probably setting world record times. Because, by the way, in this game, at the end of the front stretch, you can hit more than 200 miles an hour, and you can't even do that in reality, so. There we go. And 10th place. Oh, come on, I wasn't even paying attention that qualifying lap. Let's see, who won the pole? Brad. Matt Kenseth, qualifying in 3rd spot. I tell you what, he's trying to charge his way into the playoffs. Maybe I shouldn't feel too proud about that 10th place, though. BJ McLeod was just a little bit below me. And last place, Brennan Gaughan. Alright, so here is your stories entering Pocono. Tyler Reddick looks a little bit slow today. The only RCR car as of now. Brad Keselowski won the pole, obviously, and Ross Chastain crashed during qualifying. If the 2021 season would have more qualifying sessions, I could expect that to be a headline at a lot of tracks. Ross needs more development. I mean, listen, I like watching him. I like him, but, you know, I also don't want to see him turn out to be Danica. You know, and obviously, you know, he's proved himself to be better than that so far, but, you know, things change when you get into a different division. Some 3-wide moves. This is, well, that was already the 4-wide moment. But this is not recommended at Pocono, believe me. Such as 4-wide down the Long Pond straightaway. Joey ain't lifting. Neither is Kurt Busch. Kurt wrecked it, though. Kurt wrecked it. There was no way that was going to work. I'm sorry, but there was no way. I'm more or less trying to survive these next 3 races. Pocono, and Indianapolis, so no real good tracks in that list. See, the first stage is really short. It's only 5 laps, Guess how long the second stage is? 13. And the fuel run is only 10, so we will actually have to pit in the second and final stages, but not in the first.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
This car is tight. I probably should have went up one on the loose counter of the setup, because right now I'm just dead center in the middle, but I'll be taking notes for the next race.
Careful, still there. All clear.
It's pushing. You have to get to the apron in turn 3, otherwise you just slide up into the next car.
Careful, still
Bold
there.
move.
All right, you're clear.
Didn't work at all. Alright, just got one more lap in this stage, hoping to keep it in 5th place, score some points.
White flag, next time by.
See, that's how fast stage 1 is at Pocono. Huge run up with the draft.
Careful,
Give Kyle a bit of a shove. Still pushing.
inside.
Still pushing big time. I had nothing for Denny there. He was just ripping the bottom, so there was just about nothing I could do. I gotta get onto the apron here, though. I kind of missed it.
Hold your
It's
line,
bad.
got one outside. All clear. Inside.
I'm not letting Newman
Use it if
get around me here. Neither am I letting my rival Truex.
all clear.
Alright, 6th place. The tire wear on the right rear is already bad. 6th place in the stage. I'm hoping to pit. Put a bunch of tape on the front end. From 35 to 50. Yeah, I'm not nuts. Let's do this. See how the car handles. Down to 9th, but I can work with it.
All right, you're coming to the green. You ready?
Our green flag yet again. This is for stage number 2. You see, we have estimated fuel 10 laps and 10 to go in stage 2.
Careful, still there.
Oh, I see. So it's a 13-lap run in the 350, but not in the 325. In the 325, it's just 10 laps.
Still there.
So in this race, if I play my cards right, I should be able to get to the end of stage 2 on one load of gas. But I will probably have to save one lap.
You're clear.
But I bet you a yellow flag will come out and stop any hopes at that strategy working. So I'm not even going to try it, because I think that if I even try it, it's just going to 100% backfire.
Careful, still there. Careful, still there. All right, you're clear. Got one inside. Load's clear.
Side drafting will kill you at this track because of how long the front stretch is. You know, if you get side drafted coming off of turn 3, your whole straightaway's killed. Pretty much. You know, all that momentum lost because a car was on your outside. Even though it makes sense, it's really annoying. Something in NASCAR Heat 5 makes sense. Yeah, I know. All right, getting the run up to Kyle Busch.
Stay low,
Oh,
stay low.
wow.
All right, you're clear.
What did I expect, really?
Yellow's out. Back her down.
So I guess I brought out the caution. So now we can make it to the end of stage 2 without pitting. So
All right, you're coming to the green. Almost
I'm in the second. I'm not going to keep it there, though.
green down. Let's go.
I can guarantee you that. I really kind of want to get a caution-free final stage,
Still there.
be honest with you. Because I kind of want to try a fuel gamble.
Bottom's looking good.
Wow. Okay, all them games I was playing with Brad, he didn't even need to acknowledge.
Side. Clear low.
The right rear is already bad. It's down to 75%, but the thing is just starting to slide off turn 1, and it's not going to get any better. And look at the rear end of Kyle Busch, by the way. You tell me that car is good enough to now challenge for the lead? Well, he got stalled out, but still, look at it.
Stay low. Stay low.
Oh my god, that car is more aerodynamic than a Ford Mustang. Who would have thought? I think even Denny's got damage behind me from Kyle's spin. But it doesn't matter. I'm gonna hope not to wreck into turn 1 here with all this speed.
Still there. Careful, still there.
Kind of hard to handle. Alright, Denny to the inside. And I'm gonna cut him off.
Clear low, bud.
I have to really back up turn 3, but it seems to pay off.
Bottom looks good.
Yep, it's getting slight.
Farther on the inside.
Are you seeing the amount of grass that 11 car just kicked up?
Excellent lap. Good job.
What that? Chef Gordon, how was that my best lap? I mean, it might have been, but I need that explained. Jeff, you were good here. Teach me something. Jeff Gordon spotting for Clint Bowyer would be just about as dysfunctional as the Fox Sports booth will be. Do you see how junky this car has become? I mean, we're down to 50% on the right rear. So that's why the car doesn't want to drive straight. It doesn't even want to drive side.
5 that stage. That'll get the
I should
job
shut
done.
my mouth because we just got 4th in the stage, so that's pretty good. This is not bad. Yeah, 14 laps in the next stage, so we're definitely gonna have to pit at least one. I got the lead off pit road. I think Kyle Busch got damage repair, but that means he'll just be a rocket now on this restart. Like I mentioned before, there's no way I'm going to keep this lead.
Careful, still there. All right,
Cut
you're clear.
Joey Logano off. So my hope is for this stage to run caution-free, and I know that that's pretty much impossible, but it's my hope for right now, because I really want to make something happen through pit strategy, which would actually make sense for a race at Pocono, but, you know, it's NASCAR Heat 5. Why would I expect, you know, kind of an interesting finish? So, you know, I'm kind of driving away from Blaney, kind of not. At this moment, I'm a little surprised. But he'll come right back up to me once the tires wear out. Like right now. See, 1 lap. Took 1 lap for the tires to go away. I'm only down to 96% on the right rear, but it feels like, you know, it's bald already. More like cord showing. I know it's a gross exaggeration, but still. It doesn't feel
Still there.
like the car wants to corner. Except for there, but there's somehow like PJ1 or something on the apron. By the way, imagine that.
You got room. You're
If
clear.
NASCAR put like traction compound on the apron of turn 3. What did I say about the rocket that is Kyle Busch?
Excellent lap. Good job.
What did I say? He got damage repaired, now the car is literally as good as when it started.
All right, you're clear.
Really 3 wide for second, Joey, now going for the lead? That's a very realistic Pocono move, ain't it?
Still there. Got a car high now.
I let Joey by me because I knew if I didn't, that would be the absolute end of me. Trying to enter the tunnel turn 3 wide in the middle.
Still there.
It's like at most racetracks I wouldn't have gave up that easy, but here, yeah. Look at that, side drafted off of turn 3.
All right, clear low.
All the momentum down the straightaway is gone. And it doesn't take much.
Still there.
You gotta, like, let the car float into turn 1.
Clear high, bud.
Blaney's still trying his side drafting shenanigans. Anyway, 6 laps to go on gas. Things are going to start getting interesting once we start hitting pit road.
Car outside.
Hopefully I don't choke the pit stop
Car outside.
like, you know, most races. Wrecking twice at Auto Club and at Dover trying to pit.
Car there on the inside.
Okay, lost the bottom. Here comes Kyle Busch.
10 to go. Stay high up here.
Yeah, I mean, side drafting, contact, you know, it's not really going to matter. Just trying to slow the bleeding at least a little. And maybe pushing Hamill will do something. Let's just see. I don't know. It really didn't do squat. I'm not really going to be able to pass him into turn 3, I don't think. I have a sneaking suspicion that I think earlier I called the tunnel turn 3. It's because I'm stuck at a normal racetrack where it would have 4 corners, and the final corner should be turn 4. I think I
Still there.
completely screwed that up earlier. I'm just realizing that now. I'll be completely honest with you.
Car there on the inside.
I don't think I have really paid attention to a Pocono race in like 10 years. Like, really watched every moment of it. And, well, there's my race pretty well ruined. 55% tape. Let's just say full screw it. Full send. Lost 13 spots on pit road. Wouldn't be a race for, you know, NASCAR Heat 5 without losing more than 10 spots on the last pit stop.
Green flag, green flag.
It would not be a good NASCAR Heat 5 race if that does not happen. Anyway, 6 laps remaining in the race. I'm in 17th. So I'm going to have to pull something off.
Still there. All right, clear outside.
It looks like this might be the way to do it. I like the boldness in Justin Haley there. Wasn't really expecting that. Considering that's a back marker AI.
Stay low, stay low.
And the car's more willing to turn. Hey, at least Truex is back here with me. That's one good thing I can take out of this race.
Clear all around. You're all clear up top.
All right, I'm in the 10th place. And, you know, it's probably just because I have 55% tape on the front end of the car. I mean, that's the Gabe Hart strategy, truly, is taking 55% tape on the front end. I mean, obviously the car's going to get hot, but,
All right, you're clear.
you know, quite frankly, screw it. I mean, it's still pushing,
Car there on the inside.
so, you know, logically I haven't put enough tape on the front end. Turn 2 is so enticing to just get full throttle, but every time, you know, I don't think I know my acceleration point there. Gonna try and use the slipstream off Ryan Newman down the ginormous front straightaway.
Excellent lap. Good job.
Okay, that was my best lap.
Careful, still there.
The tape has done something.
Clear high, bud.
This is when the car is going to start sliding big time because we're down below 75% at this point on the right rear. So,
All right, you're clear.
get ready
Got a car high now. All right, you're clear.
for practically a race at Eldora to break out middle of Pocono. You know, Pocono, with how much it rains, would actually make for a great site for a dirt track. I mean, think about it. The track would be naturally wetted down pretty much every single week. But, you know, a ginormous asphalt track that's really difficult to dry in a place where it rains nonstop. That's another reason, if you're actually, like, writing this crap down, why I don't like Pocono, is from the start, it was pretty well doomed to lead to stupid weekends. You know, fog winds, rain winds, lightning strikes, you know.
Careful, still there.
Getting in a battle with Brad right here for 5th place.
Stay low, stay low.
I missed turn 3.
Still there.
You see Blaney running through the grass on the exit of 3? I mean, geez.
All right.
2 laps remaining. Still doing pretty good, right behind Brad.
Still there. Still there.
I mean, the best spot I could get at this point is 5th.
Stay low, stay low.
There's no way I'm going to catch those front 4. But I will fight Brad for everything he's worth right now. Just hoping that the cars behind us don't really catch up.
Still there.
But it looks like they're really catching up right now.
Still there.
The thing just will not turn. Here comes Bowman.
Careful.
White flag. I think Joey's still the leader. Denny, I think, up there trying to make a 3-wide move for maybe 3rd spot.
Stay on the bottom.
Nope, for 2nd. That's what Denny's going for, 2nd place. I don't know, he could win it with how much momentum he's carrying right now. I mean, Denny Hamlin at Pocono, that's happened before, so...
Got one inside.
Oh, God.
Clear down low. Clear high, bud.
Wow. All right, bumper car physics just kicked in. And for the better. No caution, screw that. All right, thank you, game. That's a 5th place finish at Pocono. Did not deserve it.
Top 5.
That didn't even make any sense. All right, seriously, watch the 88 car of Alex Bowman. Do you see that he saves that? That, you know, if this was reality, that would become the most legendary save ever completed. He didn't even touch the wall. I think that really shows you something about NASCAR Heat AI. Name someone at Pocono who could get this sideways. You know, a full, what, 90 degrees, pretty much, from the wall, and then just correct it, never hit the wall, keep going, and not even a caution come out. I think you finished top 10. So anyway, 5th place, I'd say that's pretty much a success for me at Pocono. Bowman still finished 9th. And Logano won it. Doesn't that mean all 3 Penske cars are in the playoffs now? And Michael McDowell was the only car to drop out. Anyway, in the point standings, Kyle Busch has moved up to 2nd. Behind me at 8:53 to 6:30. Truex has dropped down to 3rd spot. Right now, people such as Jimmy Johnson are still on the outside looking in. Same situation with Chase Elliott. But Denny Hamlin is now in, and Matt Kenseth is not. And the fastest lap was set by Kyle Busch. Most laps led was Brad Keselowski. David Reagan was on the move, started 38th and finished 21st. And the heartbreaker goes to Matt Kenseth. Started 3rd, finished 26th. That's why he dropped outside the playoffs in this very race. So currently my point gap above Kyle Busch is 223 points. I'd say I could feel pretty comfortable with a margin that large. And then behind Kyle Busch is Martin Truex Jr., Kevin Harvick, Ryan Newman, and Kurt Busch. So now the cream has started to rise to the top. Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and Brad Keselowski all have wins, so I was right about Team Penske. All three of their drivers currently in the playoffs. Currently we have 10 drivers who have won races. How far is Bubba down the list? He is in 27th. Still pretty close to 30th, but he's still got that win. If he can stay above 30th, he will make the playoffs. So anyway, let's go on to race number 19 from Pocono, the Pocono 350, and I will see you then.